Let's see, people. It's, it says we're going. It says we're live here, people. I hope people can see me. Go back into the studio. It says we're live. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna keep going. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Hello, world. To those who can hear me. Hey, Bird. As we said, it's Halloween night, October 31st, 2020. Colonel Chubb's here, and soon we're gonna take you to the Hangman's tree. First, as I suit up, I do have help from Mike. If anybody saw my video about tonight, so you're gonna see me being filmed, and you'll see Mike in a little bit. But so, all right, go ahead and film me as I get ready for this adventure. Now, the Hangman's Tree. This is an urban legend told to me by my older sister and told to her. It's one of those ones you hear about. The story is there was a slave. You know, this is an old story. You hear it all the time. A slave who fell in love with the mistress of the owner of the plantation's wife, whatever. Got found out, and they hung him from one of the oak trees. The tree grew around the person, and when the moon shines through the tree, it is said you can see the shadow of a man hanging. And if you listen, you can hear the ropes. Now, over the years, I've asked many a people, where is it? Everybody pointed to where we are now. So we are going to give it a whirl. There's also the remains of a Spanish fort. We're going to go to the fort, and we're going to, look around. Why wouldn't there be ghosts at an old Spanish fort from 1701? But we'll get to that. We're going to get to that. So if anybody tunes in, cool. If not, tune in later. Spoilers. There will be. I'm gonna try and keep it clean with the language. If I can't, I'm sorry. And I do smoke cigarettes, so if anybody that offends anybody, I'm sorry. But that's just the way it is right now. I went and found a help from the guy holding the camera is Mike. He wears a mask. It's perfect for Halloween. He's been helpful, so I haven't complained. Thought it was going to be colder tonight. It's not. So if I start to sweat, please forgive me. But okay, now that I have the parking place, we're going to suit up and we're going to go check it out. I'll put these in my keys in my pocket because you don't want to lose the keys here. All right. So I'm going to take the camera when we get out, but we're shooting up. Now, we're lucky because we should be in darkness. Everybody lost power from the storm Zeta, but kind of come back and you can see it's going to be a little trek, but we're going to have some fun because the point the bad part is nobody knows exactly which tree it is. There's about 2 dozen oak trees, full grown, obviously hundreds of years old. But everybody I've asked trying to hunt this legend down just is like, yeah, it's right here by the Spanish fort. So that's how we're going to start our adventure. Now it's dark out there. Do our best, but this is just so we can enjoy the end of Halloween 2020. Some people couldn't go trick or treating, and that sucks. And I understand that. I actually got to, which was nice. I mean, sorry it take us so long, but I actually was able to go trick or treating with my little one. And now we're here. We're gonna have some fun. Now, are you gonna want a drink? Yes or no? Shake head. No. Okay. We're gonna come back to the park if we need anything. I think I have everything I need. Oh, well, this is for fun, so let's go have some fun. It took us a little trek to get here. It's not that easy, you would think. All right, thank you, Mike. Yeah. Wonder. Oh, sorry. Weirdos. Trying to do this. Thank you. Supposed to be like 60 degrees. It does not feel like that. Please. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let me so y'all can see I got me this cool hat. We're gonna head for this little walkway. Show y'all the street. Oh, let's wait. We'll run over. Crazy area we're at. Make sure there's no people chilling out in this thing. It's a good place to start. All right, let me move some stuff around in my person. I'll give y'all a little lay of the land while I do this. All right. Now, I'm going to, okay. Guess Mike wants the hat. You can have it. I helping Mike, everybody. He's going to be a little help. He's going to help me film when we get to certain places. All right. There's the moon. Now, we're going to go find this tree. So, a lot of freaking storm debris because, yeah, gosh darn hurricane came through here. We're going to make our way. Weird. Yeah, we got lights in some areas and some they don't. Who knows the last time they cut the grass? But being Halloween, spooky around here. I don't know how much y'all can see, but I'm here to keep you frosty. A couple 100-year oak tree. trees here. Let's see. Hope this doesn't give away our position. Yes, sir. Be safe. Let's just go this way to be safe for now. Get to the fort. Fortify yourself. Now, you have to walk in the street. That's how big these oaks are, people. The trees over there and the branches are over here. Amazing. It may not be as cold as I thought it would be, but it is a spooky night. For anybody doesn't live here won't know, but if you do, yeah, I'm at the lakefront. There's so many trees. There's just no cotton picking way. But we're gonna try. We're gonna start at the fort. It's nice and muggy. I can hear music, and I'm being helped by a guy with a mask. But it's okay. He doesn't talk, and he's helped me so far. Okay. While we walk, I'm gonna tell a ghost story. This actually happened. I worked at a movie theater for a while. Old school, big old reels, platters. Everybody said there's a ghost. I said, nah. I was the manager at one point. Came in and I'd come in every blue moon, and the movies were, they would run themselves. They would move from place to place, and the alarm could tell you who came in and who didn't. All right, we have our first piece of structure. I have a funny feeling I'm going to need the flashlight to show you. Let me let this car pass. People are going to think we're nuts. But there's the moon. There's supposed to be a blue moon, full moon on a Saturday, Halloween on a Saturday. Anyway, this is a ceremonial mound. I don't remember what it's for, honestly. I apologize for not knowing the full aspect of all this. But that means we're getting close. So, moving on. See, the best story, if y'all want something cool, you can look up the Myrtles Plantation. Most one haunted houses is in all, go to History Channel and they say top 10 this haunted, very haunted. The head slave woman who prepared the food for the kids and all that put poison in their food to try and kill them. She was found out, and her ghost haunts it. But when I went, and this is true, I went in the darkness. We slept there, and I said I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. Went in the pitch black, and I saw something, and I just said my mind's playing tricks, whatever. I went and told my which is now my wife. I said, it's funny. It looked like two little girls in white dresses dancing in a little circle. And we laughed it off. Fast forward to a year later, and we're watching the History Channel. Myrtle's Plantation comes up. Never seen this episode. And they go, yes, people have seen this, that, and sometimes the ghost of the two daughters dancing. We both turn white, goosebumps. I almost nauseous. And I chalked that up to like it was there's no I didn't know that nobody told me about that, and that's what happened. So now we've arrived, and it's funny you say the old Spanish fort. Well, this is it. This is really what's left. It was built in 1701 because over this levee over here to our left, which you can't see in the dark, leads to the Lake Pontchartrain, where the Causeway Bridge, second longest bridge in the world, is. And to keep people out, everybody uses this fort now. It's a pile of bricks, but it's ceremonial. But this is the starting point to find the Hangman's tree. So we're going to give it a whirl. We have the moon above us. That's the moon up there. And okay, I'm going to hand this over. So now you can see me. I'll kind of do this a little bit. An oak tree right next to it. So we're going to start there. Follow me. And if we get arrested, this will be the greatest YouTube video ever made. So we're going to put ourselves under the tree to see. Okay, let's keep this back for a second. I want to see if we can see. No, it's just too dark. The shadows on the tree. Well, I can tell you, we're looking. What we're going to do, though, they say you can hear the ropes of the man hanging. So, we'll come over here and show you what is believed to be the tree. Up. So, a couple 100-year-old oak tree, you tell me. Now watch a raccoon jump on my face. Beautiful trees, though. It's just, So, I don't know. I'm going to be quiet. We're going to listen for the sound of ropes. No? No? Fine. I don't know. We're just going to keep moving here a little bit. And we'll go out to the open area. If anything, it's just a dark and spooky night. I mean, there's the moon. If anybody who actually knows which of these damn trees it is, contact. Because there's just no way with 20 trees tell me the hell's going on. But I'm here. There's the other piece of the fort. The most memorable one, we'll show you that. That's interesting enough because we can see it in real world. Yeah. From 1700, 1701, this sucker was built by the Spanish. I think at first it was to keep the French out. Too bad now, it's the French Quarter. And if you want to know what it's like here, graffiti and trash. I don't know if that's my echo or there's an animal. Okay. Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, uh, we literally just got here. I poop you not. Now let me show you what we found. Wow. Now, I'm not going to touch it because whatever they're offering this to, peace be to them. We mean no disrespect. Feather, comb. Now, we're in New Orleans. Voodoo is a thing. And, I don't. Voodoo leads to Haitian zombies. Now, they left them a Kit Kat. That's very nice of them. Wow, that is weird. And gosh darn it, I assure you, we we just got here. Um, wow. Okay, and just to show you, my counterpart, Mike is here. Mike's looking at this. You can just shake your head. We just found this, right? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what else to do. Oh shit. Hold on. Maybe it's getting to him now. I don't know what that is. Uh, wow. And it's fresh, man. The flowers are fresh. One more time. I'm not joking, people. Maybe because it's Halloween, they left a feather, a bowl of flowers, some rock jewels. There's more flowers up here and food. I thought that was trash. Literally thought that was trash. Holy Jesus, people. Pardon French. So, yeah. Okay. We're gonna go over here now, because F that. I don't need no zombies coming after me or something. Peace be to that. I literally thought I was gonna be showing you trash. Now we're walking up like a mound, or as we call them, levees. Really, this is still part of the thing. That's the water that leads to the lake. We're just gonna enjoy some of the darkness, moon, and apparently a altar to the dead. I don't know. I don't want to know. Mary Laveau, the like a famous voodoo queen, people go visit her grave all the time, but that's not anywhere near here at all. But so now we're gonna walk up on this hill. We're gonna take a little adventure in the dark. Me and a guy with a mask, but he's helping. Mike's a good helper. I Max couldn't make it, and Mrs. M was on another mission too. That's the same Jeep we saw earlier. But we are on top of the levee. This is not one of the levees that broke, by the way. By the way, when there was that theater I worked for was a chain of theaters. They had a guy who worked at another one, and they found a hatchet stuck in the ceiling one day. Nobody was there, but a lot of movie theaters were haunted. It's really weird. The one I did, stuff moved all the time, turned on by itself. Some some oak trees. So without a gigantic light, Even then, we couldn't see. Let me see if I can show you. Okay, this is the ground we're walking on, and then we're just canopied by oak trees. So until I can find, and I dug the best I could to find the actual tree. We're just gonna settle for we couldn't find it. If anybody saw my Hurricane Zeta video, this is what happens. So we're gonna try and maneuver around it. Okay, it's not that bad. This leads to a pumping station. People passing by in cars probably think we're nuts or druggies or something weird. Let's see. There's a pumping station box there. Gonna try and go to the end for you. On this Halloween night, it's almost over. Down here, it's All Saints Day, November 1st. Don't forget to set your clocks back. When it hits 2, go back to 1. Extra hour of sleep, everybody. Coming up on the gates of this pumping station. 2 years ago, actually, tell you what. Let me see something. Oh, thanks. Really? That's spooky enough, huh? Standing in front of the damn thing. Go over here. Take a little look-see. You're not supposed to play around the pump station. We don't want to, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand this over to Mike, and he's going to film me while I talk for a minute in that light. I stole my hat back. Well, he was nice enough to give it to me. So, 2 years ago, let's just say 2 years ago, I looked and I found Halloween was on a Saturday. I said, that's amazing. I told family and friends, I said, why don't we get a cabin in the woods so after everybody trick-or-treats, we could party, watch some movies, make it worthwhile, walk in the woods at night. And at first, like every other thing, yeah, let's do that, yeah. Here we are, and it's me and a guy I asked to help named Mike. Thank you, Mike, by the way. When that fell through, I said, this legend of Hangman's Tree, I've been to the place, let's go. Full moon. It's a full moon on Halloween. Perfect. It's too thick. Oak trees do not shed. We don't even get winter really here, but maybe 1 month. But I'm here. I said I'd come, and I'm here. Two brothers almost always get their missions done. Now, we don't have too many local legends. There's the legend of the Axeman. In the 1930s, it was a serial killer. He was an axe. Kind of a open and shut story. The Roosevelt Hotel is haunted. Crazy things happen. That's that. Now, this isn't a haunting, but when it comes to cryptids, cryptozoology, the Rougarou, Cajun werewolf, a curse for 101 days. If you get scratched or bitten by the werewolf, you have to pass it on. We have a city called Homa because of the Homa Indians. That's where the tales come from. And they're still talked about today. We have a statue in the zoo of the Rougarou. Why put that up if it's not real? But we just went through a terrible storm, Zeta, hurricane. There 28. It was the 28th storm of the year. Everybody lost power. There's still people without power for days on end. But I said I would do this, and we're here Halloween night doing it for the people. Something scary, but just because Halloween's over doesn't mean we're going to stop looking into stuff. There's a lot of ghosts. There's an old tale in a city called Chalmette about a lantern you can see in the house, and you can see it go through, go to the roof, and jump off because the person jumped off in real life. I gotta find that. Crazy stories like that. Hangman Street is one of the oldest, but it's kind of something you just gotta do for yourself. It's way too dark. Giant oak trees. Gosh darn it. Um, trying to think. We're by the lake. There's really no lake stories with pirate ships, nothing like that. No trespass. No. Um, but it is a nice evening. It's supposed to be colder. Can't stand it. Um, I was telling Mike on the way here, not an urban legend, but there was this story passed on for years and years about a two-story haunted house. You paid for, paid for to get in. The trick was if you took a wrong turn or went through the wrong door, you could fall down a slide, or you could fall on a mat, or the door led outside, and you have to start over again. We just said, okay, that's cool. Decades later, I looked into it, and then the internet came about, and now it's just something somebody made up, and I'm like, oh, that's amazing. That would have been cool, but no, we don't even have. When I was young, almost every school had their own haunted house, and waiting in line, you would see your friends and talk to your friends, and that was part of the fun. Now, no schools really do that. Insurance and it costs too much, whatever. But there is a there's a couple cool places. 13th Gate in Baton Rouge, yeah, and then the mortuary. It's an actual mortuary turned into a haunted house. If you go far enough north, there's corn mazes, but not down here. Sugar cane, but they don't turn them in. I have yet to find a haunted hayride. I think there's one in our city park, but eh, we live in a swamp. We don't live in that kind of agriculture. But I've always wanted to do a corn maze. I remember hearing a story a couple years ago. A woman was in a corn maze and she got lost. She got lost long enough to call 911. When they showed up, she was 20 feet from the exit. Don't know if that's true. Funny to think about though, but people really do mess up like that. But this being Halloween, I came out to where the hangman tree is supposed to be. It's too hard to see even here. In the camera, you can't see anything, but there's too much foliage to see anything or hear anything. But this shows I will come to the place. I will check it out. And I'm going to keep going with these. Try and find different stories, different places. Me and Max like to go into nature. Now that, my helper Mike here, we can get some filming, there's boardwalks over swamps, and you see snakes. I mean, we walked up to alligators. It's common here. That water probably has snakes in it right now. It's hot. I don't like snakes. Kill them all. But it's spooky enough on a Halloween night. Something. You, you need a fishing license to fish it outside. Yeah. But at least we got to come out, see what's going on. I'm going to be working on the next urban legend or whatnot. So I'm going to take this bat, this guy, and we're going to walk towards. You see my help here. He came, and I thought somebody like this, he might sense something. He's acting a little strange here and there. So I don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to do. but we're gonna walk back through the dark. The light came back on by itself. But and oddly enough, y'all can't sense the dread, but I got my help here, Mike, who doesn't speak, behind me as I'm walking. Just remember that, people. I think somebody's having a party on the other side, but we're gonna walk back through the darkness. Ooh. So we made it here, but no go on the shadow. But how can you not resist? Ooh, a full moon on Halloween, that light goes off when we come over here. That's really ridiculous and spooky. I can see our shadows on the ground. I don't know if that's what they're talking about, but I don't see any hanging people and I'm looking. I'm looking. I don't want to fall down the hill either. But I'm going to keep on this urban legend. I've always found it interesting because you could ask people and they'll tell you, oh yeah, it's right over there by the Spanish fort. We did find a ceremonial fucking, excuse my language, altar to something. And you know what? Hey, peace be to that. I'm not getting in the way. If that's what they want to do, that's fine. Oak tree. Evergreens, pine trees, oak trees, they never die. We don't get fall leaves. Such a mess because of the storm. If anybody wants to see, one of my last videos was footage of Zeta. I walked outside for a minute. And then we lost power for 2 days or so. Kind of ruined everybody's plans for a while. You lose all your food in your fridge. It is nice and peaceful out here, though. It's funny because there's a neighborhood right here. Now I'm going to find... I hear music. It's weird. I mean, people live right across the water. Called Bayou St. John, which leads right into the city. That's why the fort was built. To protect. Ow. A trip to did. Trip to trip. Places. Spooky, but it's fun. I wish it came through better. The moon's just not strong enough. But just to remind you, that's the full moon. Again, they said it's a blue moon. It's not blue. Jip. I've seen red moons, hunter moons, whatever. And it is pretty dark. Find our way out without bothering that altar, because that's a little ridiculous. Alright, there's the mound thing. So, we'll go back a little bit. I hope everybody had a good Halloween in 2020. We go in this nice neighborhood. It was about 75% less because of COVID. People were wearing masks like they were supposed to. Some weren't, but like if you're wearing a Halloween costume, what can you do? But it was a good turnout. We did all right. I was looking at the angles of the moon, and we caught it from 10 to 12. We started filming at 11. That way it got out at a night angle, but there's just too much. It's too dark out here. And I'm on a cell phone. Maybe next time, next year, next winter, try again. There was a little cabana when we came here, so Maybe we're going through a time warp. Wow. At least I'm going to find the street. This car's passing by. Get back to the car. I'm going to. Oh, I see our car. Okay. Little tour on the way back home of some cool stuff here in New Orleans Parish. Ish. There's that light again. I'm not kidding, people. Maybe it's, I would say maybe it's censored, but it's literally a street light in the air. I don't like that, but if it wants to turn on when I'm clear, fine. All right, there it is. Next to the crepe myrtles, crepe myrtle tree. You get it? Myrtle plantation, myrtle tree. Ha ha. Funny, not. What is this? The 90s? All right. Oh, man. Something else jumped in the water. All right. Come to this. Hey, I can hear you. What's up, man? Party, party. Supposed to hear ropes of the swinging man. And I hear people having a party. All right. Yeah. Go down. Hey, a beer can. That feels like home. All right. They say you lose 100% of every time you don't try. Whatever, so we try. So, Halloween on a Saturday. Remember to look both ways, kids. It is late, so there's my shadow, and I'm not hanging. Low-hanging fruit. All right. This is gonna turn this into a car ride, everybody. To show you what's going on. What's going on? Uh, let's take another look. The Hangman's Tree area. What that? I will try again, but for now, give it a try. Now we're gonna take a smooth ride in the car. One's not over yet. All right. As I settle in, I'm gonna hand this over. Mike's gonna film as we drive, point some stuff out. It's 11:45 here Central Time. So on the East Coast, it's already not Halloween. But we still got a little bit more to go. Now, get out this car. Okay. There. Going to the lakefront. You want to call it that. I mean, that's what they call it. Where people used to party back in the day. Now people come out here to what's called the seawall. It's a couple steps leading to the lake. As you can see, going over a pretty bridge. Lights turned back on. Power not too long ago. We have to make a day trip so everybody can see how pretty the lake is. Not brown. It's not pretty. It's interesting, I guess. It directly connects to the Gulf of Mexico. So yeah. Roundabout. We're in a roundabout. One way. I'm going the one way. Tell you, I'm a little disappointed. I was hoping we could get lucky. I could finally break the story with the Hangman's tree, find it, but no. But I took y'all there, as I said I would. Now you can enjoy a road that I can tell you one thing: when Katrina hit, it pushed the water all the way up to the levee. Pretty lights. We got a nice little boardwalk. Some cars. Can park in. That's the levee. I don't know whether y'all can see, but that's the protection that it did help here. I don't think it broke. I know it broke at the Lakeview, but anyway, we're gonna. I came here time and again, man. In the '90s, go ahead and call me old. It's a nice place to get away. If you want to pan over there, some nice fishing. I hope, or they're trapping somebody. But got some cars up here. You still come out here at night. If there was ever a make-out lookout point, this was kind of it. There's over here on this side, there's a pavilion that leads to Mardi Gras Fountain, and that's where the kids went to party. But that was like the 80s, because in the 90s we came out here, and it's like what you see now: people fishing or just parked, I guess. I'm surprised it's open thanks to the storm, but heck, nice gingerly thing. But when we get to the end of this, I'm going to wrap it up till the next mission. Because, yeah, I'm hoping some people throwing their nets. Personally, I would not eat any fish out of the brown lake. There are sand sharks, and it's about as sharky as it gets. Fish out, needlenose. Yeah, kind of. I guess I'm not surprised it's a Saturday. It is Halloween, but it's a Saturday. a lot of cards. Oh, and we hit 101 subscribers. Me and Max never thought we'd get that. I remember when we had like 20, 32, and we were like, hey, if one person watches us and laughs, we enjoy it. And that's all that matters. We hit 101, and we love every 101 of you. Keep tuning in. We're going to try and bring more fun and laughs, info, be it cryptids or be it horror, you name it, we're going to try it. We do trailer reviews because they're fun. Check out our whole, movies we grew up with, or sometimes what's new. Been having a lot of good conversations through comments where people, one example was Fright Night from '85, and somebody commented, we had a little chat. That's the kind of fun we had. We have close to, I think, 180 videos. Go check them all out. So, thank you. We love everybody. I hope everybody had a safe Halloween. And now that we're in the holiday season, oh boy, I'm not the biggest Christmas fan, and I don't really care about Thanksgiving. It's kind of rude, but you never know what we might show you. This is called West End. People who live here would know what I'm talking about. It used to be a party area. There was a bar called Amberjack's up here. That's some weird meal. What is this? Felix. I haven't been here in a while, but yeah. So we're gonna wrap up our adventure in a minute, people. But for anybody that comes back and watches this, if you happen to be here now, thank you. But yeah, you can tell we're in civilization because now there's a Walgreens. But hey, I said I'd come here and I did. I'm gonna look into the other urban legends, like the burial of voodoo queens. People go put X's on her grave. Still, I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm gonna look into what we might have seen tonight. Flowers, a feather, and a Kit Kat for the ghost. Okay. Hey, or I say ghost, but maybe it's the Spanish thing. I don't know. Spanish fort, man. I thought that was trash. It was an altar or some sort. But hey, them. So yeah, going from Orleans Parish. We have parishes, not counties. Only state like that. Go figure. So New Orleans. Now we're going into what's called Jefferson Parish, and we're gonna wrap it up because that's the adventure, folks. Did it. So hold on tight. I'm being safe and I'm not messing with the camera while I'm driving. Because that's a no-no, people. We don't do that. So pretend like we're going. Yeah. All right. Let me see. Now. Let's see. Meow. Okay. Oh, look. I can see the chat now. Lost Legends here. Those guys are cool. If anybody has it, go sub to them. But I'm going to try and turn my little camera around. Here we go. Me and Mike. bring you the hot stories, the hot tips. At the end of Halloween 2020, we wish everybody a good night and good luck. And be safe. We love you. This is Colonel Chubbs from everybody else in the Two Brother Army. And my helper Mike, guys, he helped me out. I'm going to figure out what's going on with this. Good night, everybody.